Just when you thought your day really sucked.
You suck!
Here comes something to make it suck even more. It's a Lamont and Tonelli podcast.
Finally.
Yes.
Finally, we get him in here. Damon Wayans.
What's up?
is
The missing
finally-
Wayans brother.
Let me tell you, we have had, I think, every single member of your family in here. Whether it's a brother, whether it's a son, whether it's a nephew.
Save the worst for last.
No. The best for last here.
Best.
We were looking yesterday in the office at the amount of family members in showbiz, in the Wayans family. We couldn't count that high. It is freaking incredible.
And we're still making more.
You're still
Well, I know
making more.
your son's going to be in the movie this weekend.
Wasabi, Big Hero 6.
Big Hero
Yeah.
6.
So, Keenan, Dwayne, Damon Jr., Michael Wayans, Cara Mia, Kim Wayans, Sean Wayans, Marlon. I think we've had them all in the studio.
Not at once.
No, not at once. Now, we were talking with such a successful family. You guys are like the lucky sperm family of the entertainment industry. Baby Huey, who really has no future. I mean, he's working here with us, and that's it. He wants to know if he can impregnate a female member of your family and live off the child.
Wow.
He wants to become and he's going to change his name to Wayans.
As opposed to weigh in.
Yeah, we'll find a Wayne's week.
There you go, baby Huey.
It'll be the ugliest Wayne.
Nice.
I think we have one in a wheelchair.
Oh, my God.
Spinal bifida.
Hey, it's better than his last date.
Hello.
Hey, now, of the brothers, I have two questions to ask you.
Go.
Who is actually the funniest, and who thinks they're the funniest but isn't?
The same person who is the funniest.
Yeah.
Let's see. Honestly, I don't think we've made the funniest Wayne yet.
You think?
Marlon is probably the most uninhibited.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Which allows him to be funny most of the time because he's funny because what he says is funny, or he's funny because he's so inappropriate that you go, did he just say that? And then who thinks that? Probably one of my nephews thinks that they're the funniest, but they're not.
But they're not funny.
You just slap them down.
Yeah,
They're trying to be funny, or
we,
you're just
we
like, oh.
freeze them all the time. But they go, oh man, y'all just do because y'all the famous Wayans. Y'all just only laugh at famous Wayans.
Baby Huey and I were talking in the office yesterday, and he told me something that was amazing to me. That you were on Saturday Night Live. You were fired from Saturday Night Live?
Yeah, I got
Get
fired.
out of here.
Yeah, I was.
Why were you fired?
Well, let me tell you, I came back right after Eddie Murphy left. Right?
Yeah.
I was hired,
Okay.
and so that was like the missing year where they had Robert Downey Jr. and Michael Anthony Hall and Joan Cusack.
Julia Louise Dreyfus, was she on that year?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, no, she wasn't.
Okay.
There was nobody there was funny. John Lovitz was the only guy that really had like comedic chops. Everybody else was like actors. Actors are, they're charming, they're witty, but they're not funny. They're not in the trenches. So it was a horrible season. And
they fired you with that cast?
Well, they fired me because, I kept saying, hey, give me the ball. I got all these different ideas.
Yeah.
And Lauren was like, well, Eddie Murphy just left and we don't want you compared. I'm like, just trust me.
Yeah.
And they didn't trust me. So,
They didn't trust you at all?
Yeah, so I got really angry and I wanted to get fired. So
Yeah.
I switched characters on a live show.
Oh, my God.
Oh, that's
I got fired on the spot.
Now that took some
Nice.
huge balls.
Yeah, and then I was like, okay, so now what do I do?
Yeah, exactly.
This is not good for the resume, but I was
Yeah.
just so angry. But the vindication is a lot of the stuff that I was pitching for Saturday Night Live, I end up doing on In Living Color.
Yeah. Speaking of In Living Color, a good buddy of ours on the that worked with you, I hope you remember him. Robert Schimmel was a real
Love Baba Schimmel.
I love
And his
Robert
brother's
Schimmel.
really cool.
Oh, yeah, his brother's a good guy too.
Yeah.
And he was telling us a story that I guess years after he ran into J-Lo, who was on the show. And I believe he walked up to her, and he had lunch with her all the time. He said the writers would have lunch.
Right, with the dancers.
Yeah.
hoping to score.
That's exactly it. And he was saying that, and Paul, correct me if I'm wrong on this, but he ran into her at an event and said, "Hey, J-Lo, it's me, Robert Schimmel. I used to have lunch with you all the time in Living Color. How you doing?" She goes, "I don't reference that point in my life anymore," and just turned away and walked away on him. Wow. Now, if you were to see J-Lo, would she turn her back on you and walk away?
If she turned her back, she'd be in trouble.
Nice.
For many reasons. But no. J-Lo is always sweet to me. When I see her, she's sweet. She's sweet to the family. You know, whether she wants to talk about it or not, she knows. She knows, her history and her roots is in Living Color.
Yeah. Homie the Clown, Blank Man, Major Payne.
Oh, man.
Which one is your favorite character?
I love Major Payne. I love torture. I love all the mean characters that I've done because it's fun to torture, kids. It's fun to, Homie the Clown was fun.
Yeah.
And the characters that I didn't really have to think a lot to do. They just kind of take over. It's like, what's the meanest thing I can do right now?
and when it comes to the skit comedy you guys did in Living Color, what I love is when the characters break each other up unexpectedly. So who would do that to you the most?
Yeah, who would break
everybody? Who would do the? I mean, me and David, when we was doing Men on Film, it became a little competition where we was almost like very, we'd be very secretive. So in rehearsal, both of us would rehearse it, just what's written on the page.
Right.
And then when it was time to shoot, we would be, just throwing jokes and trying to make the other guy break. And it was just fun to do. And Keenan really encouraged that because the very first time we made each other laugh, I went cut, because we were laughing. He was like, "Don't ever do that again."
Right.
Just let it happen. And then he started talking about Carol Burnett and, how magical that was when they made each other laugh.
Yeah.
And so it's like that became part of the show was, I'm going to make Jim do a spit take. I want to, it's like it was fun. It was a lot.
And what was it like working with Jim Carrey on that show?
Great. A lot of people didn't want to work with Jim because he was like the Tasmanian devil because he can just take over a scene. You know, Jim would have 3 lines in the sketch and you'd swear that the sketch was something about Jim Carrey. But he was just like amazing. He's like, when you're a franchise player, it's hard to sit on the sidelines and watch someone else.
Yeah. By the way, I'm going to get a plug in for you here. You're playing at Cobb's Comedy Club this weekend. And Baby Huey was also telling me you have a brand new app, and you're going to be at the Samsung Developers Conference. So you're going to be here for a whole week.
Yeah, I'm here for the whole week. I'm moderating a panel on...
wow.
That sounds pretty damn important.
Are you like a closet
serious
techie then, or what?
I don't code, but I...
What's the app?
It's called Didio. It's
Didio.
A really cool way to make music videos, or just like sketch comedy videos or whatever. But there's like 40 different filters, and it's think Vine meets music.
Because Baby Huey's got an app called Diddling.
Diddling, yeah. But you guys should follow me on Instagram at Damon K. Wayans.
Yeah.
And you'll see some of the stuff that I'm doing, some of the technology that I'm...
Oh, we follow you on Instagram. I want to know why there's a picture of someone dressed up as Blank Man on your page.
These are... I guess on Halloween, a lot of people had on Blank Man costumes.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
Really?
And Handy Band. So when they send them to me, I retweet them, and I've been defacing some of them.
So how many people people retweeted or posted pictures dressed as Blank Man for Halloween? Do you know?
I've seen about 20 something.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
That's going to be our goal next year. We're going to have like 100 people from the Bone listeners.
Blank
Man. Hey, thanks for coming in here, man.
Thanks for having me, guys. You guys are amazing.
You're absolutely great, and we love every single one of your family members. Hey, is it true you're worth $35 million?
I wish. It's more.
All right, playing Cobb's Comedy Club. Thanks for coming in
Thanks,
here.
Damon.
Thank you.
Another fine product from Uranus. That concludes the Lamont and Tonelli podcast. To hear more and everything Lamont and Tonelli, check out the website at lntworld.com.